Shalom, Ka Halal, YAHAWADAH, and honors unto you, others apostles of Great Stone, GMS, salutations to the sincere Akimote, who are preaching the gospel of repentance to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which are you Hispanics, Native Americans, you Negroes, and you descendants among the nations. A remnant will return. And the good news is this man system is going down. It's going to go down by violence, by World War III. One war is past, the second war is past. Behold, the third war cometh quickly. This is the article from The Independent. This was released 17 hours ago, the year 2019, the year of Karagma. And the headline reads, Trump suggested firing nuclear weapons at hurricanes to stop them hitting U.S. Report claims. Nevertheless, to say this is not a good idea. Yeah, man, this is beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Let me just play this clip. You know, it's lucky about the bad video clip. All right. Let me just play this. Let me do this. All right.
We're increasing arsenals of virtually every weapon. So we're going to have the strongest military we've ever had by far. We're increasing arsenals of virtually every weapon. We're modernizing and creating a brand new nuclear force. And frankly, we have to do it because others are doing it. If they stop, we'll stop. But they're not stopping, so if they're not going to stop, we're going to be so far ahead of everybody else in nuclear like you've never seen before. And I hope they stop. And if they do, we'll stop in 2 minutes. And frankly, I'd like to get rid of a lot of them. And so we're going to have...
let me just play this clip once again. Yeah. Let me just play this.
The strongest military we've ever had by far. We're increasing arsenals of virtually every weapon. We're modernizing and creating a brand new nuclear force. And frankly, we have to do it because others are doing it. If they stop, we'll stop. But they're not stopping. So if they're not going to stop, we're going to be so far ahead of everybody else in nuclear like you've never seen before. And I hope they stop. And if they do, we'll stop in 2 minutes. And frankly, I'd like to get rid of a lot of them. And if they want to do that, we'll go along with them. We won't lead the way, we'll go along with them.
Hey, guess what? According to prophecy, they will not stop. They will not stop at all. America will be nuked. Babylon the Great will be nuked by Russia, China, all these nations who have nuclear capability, including those who are still, those who remain to be the allies to America. The NATO and the EU, they're all going to be shooting missiles at you, Babylon the Great. The word of Yahawah will be fulfilled. They will not stop. That's the only way that these missiles are going to be they're going to be get rid of by them, all of them being used, and a lot of them they're going to be used upon you, Babylon the Great. Okay, let's get Joel chapter 2 and 1 says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound the alarm. in my holy mountain, and let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness, a day of gloominess, a day of clouds, of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. Then who is this great people and strong? As the morning spread upon the mountains, they're going to be all over the skies. They're going to be covering the skies, these missiles, when they drop. It's not talking about the actual armies of men, of androids and whatever Esau has in store of drones. It's talking about these missiles. It says they have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. Because that's the only way that Trump says he wish he could get rid of them. This is the only way that these missiles are going to be get rid of. They're going to be ridden off the face of the planet by them being used. World War III. There's no stopping. The end will come by America going up in flames. Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots, the abominations of the earth. A great people and strong, they have not been ever the like, neither shall they be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, behind them a flame burneth. The land is as a garden of Eden before them, and behind them the desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape them. And these are the missiles. This is going to be the aftermath. It seems all these great lands in America, these beautiful lands, all those buildings, all that's going to be done away with. It's going to become a wilderness of very foul and unclean and hateful birds when these missiles drop. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and 1 says, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind. Against Babylon. That's who YAHAWADAH has beef with, against them that dwell in Babylon, against Babylon, and go again against them that rise against YAHAWADAH. So those of you in Babylon out there, you scoffers, you mockers, okay, those of you who bug out, who come against the men of YAHAWADAH, he serves a prophet and end up scoffing against his men, his anointed. The Most High God, he has you covered. You're also gonna ban, you're gonna be missile food. Or guys like Vocab Malone, or you Christians out there, you're gonna become missile food very soon. It says, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send up unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, and for the day of trouble shall be against her round about. It says, against him that burneth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up, against him that lifteth himself up in his brigadine and spear. It says, and spare ye not her young men, destroy her utterly, all her host. That's what's going to happen. All going to be laid waste. All your armies, your captains, or all these different military ships that you have, these fighter jets. Look, you're just going to lose. Alright, you're just going to lose. You're just entering into a battle that you're going to lose, and it's been written that way. Esau, Edom. But guess what? The elect will be saved with these missiles dropping on the land of Babylon. Simultaneously, when these missiles drop, the saints of Yahweh Shemashah will be redeemed and be saved by the saints, by the angels of Yahweh Shemashah. The chariots are going to be carving the skies. Also of them they're going to be bringing destruction and bringing in salvation. So yes, Trump, they will not stop, you will not stop until these missiles be used, all of them. Shalom. Yahweh Shemashah,